There is a way, I wrote here, God designed that men be built. Please listen, please listen, please listen, dear laborers in the gospel. There is a way that God designed that men be built. There is a way that men need to be built in order to be matured and useful vessels. This must be every minister's approach in raising men. Now listen, the degree of compliance to that model is what makes a man of God a wise master builder or otherwise. When you are called a wise master builder, it is with reference to the degree of compliance to that model. Are we together? Now, there are many estates in Lagos. And how many of you know, some of you are in real estate here, I believe, when you carve out an acre of land or some acres of land, you earmark them to be built. And many times, some estates insist on uniformity of buildings. Am I right? You buy the land, but you are not given the liberty to build what you want. The condition is that you can buy your land, use whatever engineer, but you have to receive the architecture from the owners of the estate. So you can find 5 buildings looking the same, but built by different engineers. What brought the consistency of results is not the engineer, it's compliance to the architecture. That means I should see a believer in Lagos, in Kaduna, in Ghana, and the difference should not be too wide. The variety and species of believers we are raising tell the degree of compliance or deviation to that pattern. This is what God is helping us understand. Are we together? That the same way you can see a professor of medicine from, say, Maiduguri meeting with a professor of medicine in Lagos, meeting with a professor of medicine in Johannesburg. They can meet for the first time and nobody would doubt one another because there was a system that standardized their practice. They literally can meet for the first time in the theater and nobody is doubting another person's proficiency. How come when you see a believer A, believer B, you are still not sure? It tells you that another kind of architecture that may not be part of the blueprint is what is being deployed. Do you understand this? It's not about being good or bad. It's about compliance to the standard. No wonder we have a lot of activities that happen weekday, week in, but we do not find that conformity to that standard called the fullness of the measure of the stature of Christ. Who is understanding? This is true. This is true. This is true. If I see a believer who is part of the covenant nation faithfully, genuinely connected, whether here or in the island or any other expression, even from an organizational standpoint, I expect a similarity in belief systems. Some things should not shock you. Are we together now? If it does, it becomes an embarrassment to the investment of your pastor on you. Either you are a, we call it in civil service, ghost worker. So they are there, but they are not really there.